Hello. Hello. If you can hear me. That should be better. Nobody in. Or maybe there are, but I can't see you yet. So, hello. Welcome to the Secret Vault. It's early morning in the United Kingdom. It is 8:45 in the morning. We're on an early start today. Whoa, 48 people. Not just one or two. 48 people. What? You're all driving to work, aren't you? You're all driving to work and bored. You've unable to sleep, got up early. Oh my God. Well, hello. Top of the morning to you. Top of the that'll be better, won't it? If I put it up like that, so you can see what we're doing. Well, we're on a mission. We're on a mission from God. And with Angel, coming out today. We're going to go and get ourselves some exercise and get some material for the channel. Why not? There's people saying hello to me. Oh my goodness gracious. What the hell? Jamie Howe, Matt L, Minosaurus, Exploring Classified, Fat Blokes, Philbo, Chris Sykes, JWK18, Kevin Rathbone, Minosaurus, League of Metrics, Exploring with Kim and Dan, Simon Broberg, Alex Cross, Mighty One. Oh my God. Yay. How are you doing? Matt Bellamy. I believe you were there for the fun last night, weren't you, Matt? Did you see? You saw all that last night, did you? On Urban Lad Yorkshire. If anybody wants to get the latest gossip and scandal, go over to Urban Lad Yorkshire's channel. Urban Lad Yorkshire. And I think he did a live stream which was called something like "Where Am I Now?", which refers to where is he in his truck that he drives, because he's a truck driver, and he was in Scotland, so that's where he was. But that's what we've got to look for. Just remember, where was he now? Fast forward if you need to the bit where I come on, because it gets good. It gets a little bit saucy, a little bit heated, a little bit ranty, and yeah. So I'll save you the pleasure. You can go over there and going now, fat blokes. Okay, mate. Catch you later, man. It's a lovely morning though. Apart from the ice was frozen onto the car this morning, so I had to get the old hot water out to de-ice the car before I could get going. Pre-warm the engine, you know, the usuals. So yeah, it's a nice old day. Very clear skies. It's going to be a pleasure, hopefully, to go out and explore today. Get out and do some things. I've been stuck in the house. So yeah, it's icy. Yeah, Angel likes his conditions, doesn't he? Do you want a treat? There you go. Yay! So you like it, don't you? She said, I don't like coming in the car, but I like coming out of the car. Yeah, I like coming out of the car, but I don't like the car. Yeah. So, hey, Mr. Bacon Haven, how you doing, man? Anyhow, I think I'd be better off with my glasses off, to be honest. Martin Hill, hello, how you doing? Matt Blundell. Yeah. So, what are you up to this morning then, Mr. Vacant? Mr. Vacant Haven? Mr. Alex? Are you off to work this morning, or are you all furloughed? Are you furloughing yourself off as we speak? That just gives me some sort of strange visuals in my mind. What did you do this morning? Oh, I furloughed myself off. Well, there we go. So, furloughed. Yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, hang on. It's all right. It's just somebody needed to pull out of a slip road that was a bit tight onto an A road. So I thought I'd just pull over and let him out because he's a big old minibus. Feel like. Oh, I missed that then. Keep getting that re-uploaded video taken down. Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, no, it's keeping going back up. When I get one of these little things to take it down, I've got 48 hours to respond, so I leave it 24 hours, and then I do it with the video back up again, and I delete the old one, and then like within 10 minutes of putting the video back up again, it's like, no, from them, no, straight away. I'm like, no. And how many days are we in now? 25 days. So 25 days. It's been re-uploaded at least 12 or 15 times, I reckon, in that time. So it'll be keeping on being uploaded for the next 25 years. So, yeah. And when I finally get told by YouTube, no more, then I'll be putting it on a private channel off YouTube and just directing everybody to that. So, yeah, that's phase 2, which they have no idea about at the moment. So, I hope you're all doing well this morning. Hope you haven't got too much stuff that you have to do. I'm only getting audio out of one ear with this for some reason. Yeah, exploring within is here. My goodness gracious! I can't read these comments. I'll see if anybody wants to come in. Copy. I can't really. There we are. Right, somebody wants to come in. They have. Yeah, I can't. I mean, if Vacant Haven, if you responded to me, I can't read any of those messages on the screen for obvious reasons because I'm driving. So, if anyone wants to come in, they're more than welcome to join us, and they might want to relay some of these messages to us, perhaps. Hang on, just gotta wipe the old condensation off the screen. Here we go, more slip roads. Let's get out in the overtaking lane. Yeah, so anyway, right, what am I up to today then? Right, well, I'm off to do some explores. I'm going to be meeting up with somebody. We're going to go off and do some explores. So it's about a 2-hour drive. It's always a 2-hour drive most of the time. So yeah, in about 2 hours. Well, actually, saying that, just have a look now. 1.5 hours now. We've got 1.5 hours to get to my destination, and there's probably about 4 things that we might be able to do today, if we're lucky. 4 places that we may be able to get to. So that's 4 more videos. Sounds good. 4 videos in a day, if we're lucky. And because I've chosen to get up really early, it's not going to be one of these night missions that I normally do. I've chosen places that are low risk, low chance of seeing anybody, hopefully, fingers crossed. And we can do drone flying, which is something we can't do at night. So I am hopeful that everything goes off with all of that. So that should be quite good. And it is nippy. I think it's like it has been minus temperatures, but the sun has come out, so think by lunchtime it's supposed to be positive temperatures instead of negatives. So hopefully get rid of a little bit more of this snow. But I did get a good day for it, says Exploring Within. Dinkum Aussie says it's not Abel, it's Angel, Dinkum. It's not Angel, sorry, Abel, it's Angel. As in like angel or demons. Yeah. Yeah, she does look like she's smiling. Yeah. Thank you. Baby. It's a baby. Give pause. Give pause. Oh, baby. Yeah, have this and for me. Good. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, she's happy now. She was a bit pissy when she first got in the car because, you know, she sort of digs her heels in. I was like leading her to the car by the collar, and the moment she realised it was like the car, she sort of like dug her heels in. She's like, "No, I'm not moving." It's like, "Come on!" And then she's like, "Do I have to?" And it's like, and then I was offering her treats, and she's like, "No, no, no, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with you." It's like, so slowly and surely we've kind of warmed her up to the concept. God, my windscreen is covered in bloody salt and shit off the roads again, and I don't have a white washer thing. Frozen up, so I'm just chucking water over the windscreen every once in a while. But I have to stop in little parking things just to chuck a bit of water on there. But it's just like this freaking screen. It's just at it. You know what I mean? Terrible. Anyway, I've got a new one of these washer motors coming, so that's good news. God, all the excitement of life as a secret vault. Yeah, fixing cars, driving places. Oh, here we go. There's a car. Because I can't bloody see. It's shit. Go like this, and we there we go. Right, so yeah, I think the trick is to stay far enough away from other vehicles so they're not spraying up their shit. Like that wanker has just gone and pulled in front of me really quick, and now flick, 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 flick. There they all are, all bits of shit are starting to come back again now. Thank you, buddy. Oh God, yeah. So yeah, but it's a nice old day. What's going on, says Dinkum. Yeah, been 45 yesterday. I don't know what these 45s and all that sort of. I know you mean 45 degrees C. 45 degrees C is hot. I do understand centigrade. I don't know anyone who actually understands Fahrenheit because it just doesn't make any sense. Fahrenheit doesn't make any sense. Okay, it shouldn't exist. It doesn't make any sense. It has no sensible, you know, like zero is freezing, 100 is boiling. Now that makes sense. Yeah, Fahrenheit, you know, like it could be, I don't know, 450 degrees outside and it's like, what, it's freezing, is it? I mean, you know, who invented that stupid load of old shite? And I think, what is it, Americans use it? Do Americans use that? It makes bloody sense, and it makes sense you have to do something bloody weird. So, what's that? 5/9 this plus 30. What? 5 divided by 9 plus 30. What? Is that you telling me how to calculate it? Yeah, that's going to happen. Yeah. That's like saying to me, instead of saying I need to turn left, what I have to do is I have to imagine myself in the air, facing up, and then draw a line 90 degrees to the horizon, then draw a circle around the horizon with 360 degrees, subdivide it by 7, and then take that 90 and get the cosine of the hypotenuse, which in effect is as easy as saying the word turn left. Yeah. Why would I want to do that? So I don't think one of my earpieces is working. So I'm going to put it back in its little case and pull it out again and see if it starts working. Probably because it's frozen. But anyway, how are you hearing me? Can you actually hear me okay? Bloody steam is back. That's the only trouble, is I cannot keep the steam off the windscreen because it's quite cold. And the steam on the side windows. Every time I come to a bloody junction, I have to open and close the windows to get it to wipe clean. So anyway, this is just something I'm used to doing when it's cold or rainy. It's like every junction, you know. It's just like, yeah. Welcome to my world. You get used to it. But at least we haven't got the sound of the windscreen wiper going week, or at least we haven't got that. So that's a blessing. And of course, there's very limited choices of food or things you can eat when you're on the road. So I made myself some sandwiches today. I have sandwiches and I have a flask of coffee. So I'm being very organised today. I don't know what's come over me. Oops. Because it's not normally like me to be that organised. Yeah, I'm just going to take it in the view here because it's a pretty spectacular view in front of me. I can't say where I'm looking at, but I'm just going to take it in the view briefly because I don't see this that clearly very often. It's normally a bit in the haze. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Don't often get to see that so clearly. Okay. Okay. It's alright. It's a secret base. Secret military base. Well, it's not secret, but, you know, it's not exactly like you can drive on there and go and have a look around. So it's just nice to have a look at it from the top of a hill, driving down the hill, and it's a nice, clear, sunlit view of a secret base. So that's quite good. Johnny Webb says, where am I off to? Johnny, you should know better than to ask that question. You should know better. We don't tell people where we're going for obvious reasons, because there are some fucking morons out there. In fact, if you fancy a giggle, Johnny, go and check out Urban Lad Yorkshire. Urban Lad Yorkshire. Check his channel out. And he did a live stream last night, and I was on it. And I'm going to have a look. Go and have a look at the bit where I was on it, because if you want to know why we don't tell people where we're going, go watch that live stream last night, and it'll give you a little insight into why, just why, we don't tell people where we're going, and the types of things that people do when they do know where you're going. Welcome to my world. Bloody hell. Lots of water on the road, and it's been freezing most of the night. Oh, fuck. This car's, right, must be about, I don't know, 500 to 700 feet ahead of me, and they're still managing to spray shit onto my windscreen. Ugh. Oh, I managed to get rid of rid of most of it without needing water. Jesus. I'm going to enjoy having my washer motor back. That's something I've been without for 5 months, so I haven't got round to doing it. Anyway, I found out what it is I need. I've ordered the part, so it's coming. So I've been pretty good recently. I've done some repairs on the car myself. I put the back door back together, glued it with epoxy so it's all really solid. I managed to fix the motor thing that opens close the door, and I've even got my radio control for the car working again. I had to buy another unit for it to go in the car door, push the reset button, program the new remote to the car door. That's working, so I'm feeling productive. I'm feeling like I've achieved a few things recently, even though I'm having to deal with wankers and idiots and the courts. Oh, God, have I mentioned that? I'm not sure if I've mentioned it yet on the channel. Yeah, they're trying to take us to court for going on Nab Tower. £100 those wiper blades, just rubber. Well, look, everyone said to me, I want to get some better wiper blades. So I went and got the most expensive wiper blades you can get. Natalie. I went out and got them sent anyway, at least. And they're called Bosch Aero Twins or something. And they've got, they don't have like a slidable insert. The whole thing is one piece. You replace the whole thing in one go. And it's like a pre-sprung thing, and do wipe the window very well, but they do need a little bit of water to help them, but they still squeak. 2 days in, they were squeaking, so yeah, but I think they are better blades than the last one, so it was a good idea that people kind of nudged me in that direction. But in order to get them on, because they don't make them for this car, because this car's got a thick thing, you have to stick the wiper blade onto this kind of thing. So I had to literally shave down the thing to be able to get the, I had to file it down to get the bloody wiper blade to fit, because they don't make them with the fitting for this vehicle. Go figure. But anyway, because we're quite resourceful, I've redesigned my wiper things to accept better quality blades. So yeah, there we go. Bit of cider vinegar on the blades will sort out the squeak. Well, I've got this stuff. Look, this is the daddy Rain-X. Yeah, that is the daddy. But it's just there's so much salt and shit on the roads right now. It's seems like you're fighting a bloody losing battle sometimes. So, well, everybody's going bloody slow today. I know that. Everyone's doing 60 for some reason. I'm on a dual carriageway and everybody's just doing 60. So let's get the hammer down a bit. There ain't nothing wrong with 70, but so what's that? Ryan, Ford Galaxy is the same. Yes, I know. You can get some for newer models of this vehicle, but not the older ones, because the older ones have got a very fat arm. So I literally had to shave the arm down a couple of millimeters each side to be able to slide it on, and it works fine now. But yeah, it's just this vehicle's 20 years old, so a lot of the stuff that you can get for the more modern ones that are 10 years old and whatnot, they've kind of standardized them a bit more. And they just don't make them for this model. I did look, they don't have them.
Mate, I'm doing a live stream. Yeah, I'll speak to you in a minute. Cheers, man. Bye. Bye.
Now you've probably lost the audio now. Sorry, hang on a sec. I just said I'm on a live stream, and And he was like, "Oh, it's all right." So sorry about that. So yeah. So can everybody hear me? Okay. Can everybody actually hear my audio? Okay. I've just done the audio trick. My screen is now just covered in shit again, and that's just made it worse by trying to wipe it. Great. So I've got to pull in another parking thing, get some water on it. But yeah, it's all good really. Yeah, they want to take me to court over visiting the NAB Tower. If you go and have a look at that video, the NAB Tower, and yeah, they're saying that we've got a 20 years old. It's a classic. Yeah. So yeah, they want to take us to court for some archaic bollocks that nobody's ever heard of, which is that you cannot attach a boat to a lighthouse, right, with a rope. It's called making fast to, i.e. fasting yourself, to a thing. You're not allowed to do it for a lighthouse. There is an ancient law, and they're going to drag me all the way to court. They're going to drag me all the way to court, and the maximum fine they can give me is £50. But I have to go to court to accept my fine. Yes, seriously. Oh yeah. And it's classed as criminal, tying my boat to a lighthouse. Not going on there, not going on the lighthouse. That's not nothing. We weren't accused of any damage to the lighthouse, or they weren't saying, "Oh, you can't be there looking at the lighthouse." No, that's not a problem. Attaching my boat to the lighthouse is what they've gone after me for. Can you fucking believe it? Can you fucking believe it? Yeah. And guess where they want me to have to go to court in order to deal with this, right? Not just a local court, not somewhere down the road from me, not even somewhere on the mainland of Britain. No, they want me to go to the Isle of Wight, a court on the Isle of Wight, in order to have my 50 quid fine. Well, of course, the first court hearing will be to ask me, do I wish to plead guilty or innocent? And I'm going to say innocent. So they'll say, well, thank you for coming. We will now give you another court date to come back on. Piss off and come back on that date. So basically, I will have to go to the Isle of Wight twice in order to have the case heard. And I think I'm going to win it. I'm not going to say why, but there are reasons. Hang on a sec. Just get rid of all that shit off the screen. Ooh, we're back in business, baby. We're back in business. Right. Okay. Just get myself out of here. Right, we're good. Say hello to David Icke. Well, he lives in Ryde, and I would be expected to go to Newport Magistrates Court to have this nonsense dealt with. So I have said to the court, I've said, I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't live on the Isle of Wight, so sending me to the Isle of Wight is 100 quid to get across the Isle of Wight and back with my car. I have to go twice, that's 200 quid. When you add my petrol to get down to the Isle of Wight, you're talking 300 quid. So in order to pay your 50 quid fine, I have to come to court and spend 300 quid in order to pay your 50 quid fine. Nice. Yeah, but it's going to get squashed. So I'm going to ask for my costs. I'm going to say, right, I want my costs back for this, for sending me all the way here. When you lose the case, I'll be asking for costs. So hopefully, on the day that I go up there, I'm going to be telling the prosecution that I've got a pretty airtight case. So I don't want to give it away. I don't necessarily want to give it away, because if I give it away, then they'll just find some way to wriggle around that. Yeah. And what I really need to do is have it heard by a judge and get it kicked out. That's what I need, is to have it kicked out. So, but they won't kick it out. Of course, the prosecution won't drop it because, well, yeah, they're the prosecution. Yeah. But they might do. They might be forced to. When they hear what it is, they'll be forced to. But we'll see. Anyway, but there you go. Dragging me over to the other way. Yeah, exactly. Surely with COVID you could appear on a video thing. Yes, you'd think so, wouldn't you? Yes, you'd think you could do. You'd think that, wouldn't you? No. Because whilst common sense says that it would be a good thing to get people to appear in court via video links, right? And the court service has closed 50% of the courts in the last 3 or 4 years. 50% of the courts have been closed in the United Kingdom. Okay? Now, how do I know this? Because we've been in how many of them on the bloody channel? You've seen me going in them because they're closing them left, right, and centre. So what does this mean? That when you get in trouble for blah, 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 or whatever it is, instead of going to a local court, you have to travel vast distances to get to another court. And courts used to consider it that 1 hour was reasonable for you to get to court. So they wiped that out and they said, no, it's now reasonable to go, you ready for this? Not 1 hour to court. It's now reasonable for you to do 12 hours to get to court. They consider that reasonable. Yes, 12 hours. Yeah. Well, that's like taking a train to Scotland, which is going to cost you about 300 quid. So imagine if you had to do that twice to hear your case. That'd be 600 quid. Yeah, but that's reasonable. That is totally reasonable according to the courts. Yeah? Oh, yeah. Right? They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. You're ordered to come to court. You've been ordered to come to court. If you don't come to court, we'll arrest you. Yeah. So you've been ordered. You have to come. And if you don't come, we'll arrest you. And if you can't afford to come, we'll come and arrest you. Yeah. So there you go. That's the fairness. That's the fairness of the system that we currently have. Yeah. And don't even talk to me about bail conditions. Oh, bail conditions, they're great. Say you're up in Scotland and you are accused, just accused of doing something, okay? Before it goes to court, they will bail you, yeah? And they will expect you weekly to travel back to Scotland from the south of England, you know, at 300 quid a pop on a train, got to get to Scotland, 300 quid once a week, and I could go on for a year. So you're talking tens of thousands of pounds you'd have to pay in order to get up there to meet your bail conditions. Well, of course, that doesn't happen, does it? Because in the end, people say, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not fucking doing this. No fucking way are you making me go all that way and spend all that money. And then when you kick up an almighty fuss about it, they go, oh, well, all right, you can do it by phone. So why the fuck don't they say that in the first place then? Why don't they say that in the first place? Why? Because they're wankers. Because they are wankers. Because they can get away with forcing you to do something that makes your life hard and hurts you really hard in your pocket. So, even though you've not been found guilty, and you could be found innocent, and it could be thrown out, and you could be, you know, a free man, you'll still have all those costs. And you've still wasted all that time. And people have got no idea. People have got no idea the stupid games like that the police play in order to go, fuck you, to people. Because they can. Yeah? And the police are rubbing their hands with this COVID shit because they can literally just look at anyone walking around and go, "Oi, what are you doing?" And you go, "Look, just piss off." "Oh, that's not a good enough excuse. COVID fine." And if you say, "Well, actually, I've got a reason to be here." "Well, I'm sorry, sir. I don't believe you." "COVID fine." Yeah? And it's like, because I had it the other night. I said, "I've got a valid reason to be here." "I'm sorry, tell it to the court." "COVID fine." That's what they did to me the other night. I don't care what you're saying. I don't want to know. I said, "But I've got evidence. I can actually." "No, I'm not. No, I'm not interested. Tell it to the court." "COVID fine." And it's like, really? Well, you can see why I have a healthy disrespect for the police. And as you can see, it doesn't stop me. I am out today. Why? Because I'm allowed to be. So fuck them. Anyway, so Kevin Rathbone, they hear it all the time off knobheads. Yeah, but they don't consider that they're fucking knobheads as well. The police are friggin' bellends. But there we are. They enjoy the power, don't they? You know, they enjoy the power trip of just handing out bloody fines to anyone they can see. Yeah. They're like, "Well, I don't think what you're saying is a very good reason to be doing what you're doing." I said, "Well, I can't film YouTube videos in my house, can I? I cannot film them in my house." Yeah? And what were you allowed to do? You know, stay at home and work from home if you can. Not that you must, if you can. If you can work from home, work from home. If you can. Well, I've decided that I cannot. And I do spend a lot of my days sitting there editing, but on the days when I need to go out and do stuff, I will go out and do stuff. You know, that's just too bad. Mr. Police Officer doesn't like that, you know, because he's not impressed. That's his fucking problem. I don't tell him his job. I don't tell Mr. Police Officer his job. So Mr. Police Officer should not tell me mine. Agreed? Yeah. With COVID, you shouldn't be traveling anyway. What do you mean traveling? I shouldn't be traveling anyway. Hang on. All right then. So why should a lorry driver be traveling? You know, I'm looking at a cement mixer there, right? There's a cement mixer. So why is he traveling then? Why is he out in that cement mixer? Surely he should be in his house. Oh, but he can't do being a cement mixer in his house, can he? So therefore he's allowed out. You know, there's an Iceland van delivering food to Iceland. Oh, but food's important. Yeah, well, is concrete important? Yeah, is entertainment important? Look, I mean, I'm just trying to give you a perspective, and I'm not trying to be facetious with you, Gail. I'm just trying to make you think of a couple of ideas here, you know, sort of expand your thinking on this one. But look at it like this, right? BBC television and films are still filming out in public right now, right? So, you know, they didn't stop making productions for television. So the BBC, that wonderful bastion of truth, right, are out in the centre of London, out with a crew, right? And they got all the cameras, all the sound guys, all the lighting guys, the actors, the power people, the people, generators, the crowd control people, like that, right? They got the script, the directors, the producers, right? They got all these people, right? Massive. They got truckloads of equipment and truckloads of people, and they're filming all over London every single day, right? Every single day. And guess what? They have a couple of people there who are their COVID people, right? Who make sure that everyone is standing as far away from each other as they can whilst they're doing their work. But the actors are there with no masks on because, of course, it requires them to not have masks on. So they have to take their masks off and do their acting. And when they finished snogging and hugging and touching each other and grabbing each other, and as you know, then once they finish doing that, then they put their masks back on. Yeah, right. So yeah, now that's perfectly allowed. Okay, is it essential? No. Is entertainment essential? Not really. Not really essential, because I'm sure we could all survive the COVID crisis without television, without radio, without broadband. I think we could all just, as long as we had electric, and as long as we had food, right, we could live. Yeah? But of course, what do people want? They want their communications, they want their Netflix, they want their TV programs, they want all these things, yeah, they want all of that stuff, right, of which I am also a part, because they want their stuff, they want their entertainment, and I am an entertainer at the end of the day, you know, in my research and in my stuff, it is entertainment. So I am like the BBC, you know. And if the BBC can go and take a whole street up where they're hanging around the public, yeah, and they can do it like that, I'm not even doing that. I'm actually out there exploring things on my own, maybe one other person. We are socially distancing from each other, because I don't exactly jump on their back and ride piggyback round explores with people, you know. So ultimately, I think I'm actually filming in a more responsible way than the BBC are. But that's just my opinion. But if they can do it, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. Anyway, now, does it make more sense? Does it make more sense? Like I said, I'm not being facetious, but I'm just trying to give a different perspective, you know, that ultimately, you know, there are a lot of people out there that you could say, like, well, what justification do these people have to really be doing what they're doing right now? And is it fair that they're doing whatever they're doing? Is it actually fair? And I would say no, it's not really fair. That a lot of jobs are doing what they're doing, because I mean, there are people out there building cricket stadiums, you know. Not that anyone's allowed to go and watch cricket, you know, for the last couple of years or into the future, but it's very important. No, the work must continue. The work must continue, you know. So it doesn't matter where you are, right? These companies are going to justify their existence. People who've got jobs are going to justify their right to work, and I am going to justify my right to continue filming, just like the BBC, in central London, right in the middle of a height of a pandemic, right, when London has been locked down because it's one of the worst affected areas, and the BBC don't give a fuck. Yes, they do not give a fuck. Yeah, he says it's a Monday morning rant, but it's the truth. It's the truth. You know, you expect organisations like that to take the lead in showing you, right, we've cancelled all our productions, we've cancelled them all, but they haven't. They consider that the public need them. The public need them, and it cannot survive without them. You know, so they've decided that they're that important. The message and the entertainment that they give out is that important that it cannot cease, because the public require their drama. They require their drama in order to see them through this very trying time. You know, that people require their bloody drama, movies, blah blah blah, whatever. You know, and they've got contracts with actors and people, and it's all been arranged, and they can't cancel it, and they're not going to cancel it, and you know, so business as usual, really. Business as usual, except with masks on. Yeah, business as usual. So this is the thing, you know, people turn around and say, oh, but you're just a YouTube channel. It's like, well, the BBC are just a fucking bunch of you know, child molesting, you know, you know, suck-ups to the government. So, you know, it's like, you know, if you can tell me that they're allowed to get away with whatever they want to get away with, then surely I should be. So, yeah. what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Although we all know that in reality, um, you know, fox hunters are allowed to go out in groups of more than 6 people. There you go. They were given special exemption. Fox hunters, people doing fox hunting were allowed. They're allowed. That's all they're going to do is say, "But police officer, I'm on a fox hunt. I am fox hunting today, officer. That's why I've got 12 people in my minibus." And the police are going to go, "Okay, sir, on your way." Yeah, see? Special rules for special people. Mm. Special rules for special people. And is that essential? Is fox hunting essential right now? Is that essential business, essential activity? I don't think so. That's just my opinion. That is just my opinion. So, this is why I say fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. DJ fuck 'em. DJ fuck them if they can't take the joke. So yeah, so that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line for me is just get on with it. Just carry on doing what I'm doing, and not having much contact with people really, to be honest. Very little. So, hey, morning. I'm just getting my stuff together. That's the person I'm meeting. Hey, fox hunting should be banned. Somebody said, yeah. She looks like you feel. Who's that? I don't know. Don't know what they're on about that. Ah, right. I've got a garage coming up, which is a cheap garage. And I need to go in here because it is such cheap fuel. If I miss this, I'm going to be crying. So, if you wish to hang around, for a couple of minutes whilst I go and get some fuel, of which I can actually pay without going into the garage. So you see, this is a garage where I can also not have any physical contact with the people running the garage. So, it's not all that cheap, to be honest, but it's better than some of the bloody garages out there right now. But still, so, I am trying to do my part a little bit. Yeah, diesel. Yeah, diesel. NFC, yeah. No, I don't use those radio things because I don't believe in them. They're too easy to clone your card, so I don't have that. Or just spend money off your card. If you lose your card, you can spend money on your card, which I don't believe in. I'm not interested in that. I'd rather put my card in, put my number in. It's more secure. So I shall see you in a couple of minutes, folks. Just go and get myself sorted out here. I shall be back. Oi, what are you doing? What are you doing? What have you been up to? Are you trying to steal stuff? What are you doing in my front seat? I knew you were up to stuff. They've been watching you. They've been watching what you were up to. What were you trying on? Were you going to go in the car door, weren't you, and empty out the car door? That's where I put all the rubbish, and she just pulls it all out of the car door. She's like, what's in the car door? Food in there in those packets. I want it. She pulls it all out of the door. Oh, so how are we doing, folks? How are we doing? She's been a good girl. Thank you, Netty Voyager. Oh, Angel the driver, yeah. She was looking for the sandwiches. She was earlier, actually. That's why I had to hide them. I had to hide the sandwiches because she was sniffing them. In fact, she was coming to the front. And she gives it away because she comes up to you, and then she goes, because her brain's like, and the sandwiches. She's like, hello, how are you? And the sandwiches. Hello, and the sandwiches. Yeah. So you can see exactly what's going through her mind, can't you? You can see exactly what's going on in your mind. Yeah. So Angel drank all the Vimto. No, she didn't, but she did put hairs on the bottle, look. Ugh. Ugh. Hairs. So just dog hairs everywhere, and if you clean the car, they'll just come back. So I kind of come to the point of not bothering so much. Just makes my life easier. Just gets a bit embarrassing when other people come in the car because they go, fucking hell, it's Fred Titmus. Yeah, what can you do? Vimto. It's just a mix of grapes, strawberries, raspberries, berries. It's all like a mix of flavors. So it's basically just like a fruity drink that is a cordial. You know, you put a small amount in, you add water to it. Concentrate. That's the word I was looking for. It's a concentrate. See, there's an abandoned house. I wanted to go in there. It's falling apart. But I've been told it's like rocking, you know, it's really hard. There's loads of alarms in there, so you know. But every time I drive past it, I'm like, I want to go in there. But yeah, probably wouldn't be easy. I spoke to people who tried it, and they said, "Oh no, not an easy one." So, so here's my Vimto. Just been wiping all the hairs off it. Oh, that's cold. Bloody hell. It's been in the car overnight. Oh, bloody cold. It's like drinking a slush puppy. Wow. One of those drinks with lots of ice in. Hello, pups. What doing, Ann? What doing? Still managed to get dog hairs in my mouth. Ugh. Bloody hell. In fact, they're blowing around the car, the dog hairs. There's so many of them. She has been molting recently. Anyway, so where were we? We were talking about COVID fines and how they can kiss my ass. COVID fine, kiss my ass. Did I send out to? I don't know if anybody actually did want to come in. Did they want to come in? Because I never saw anybody. Hang on, let me just get the code again. I've been waiting. for someone to come in my life, were Mrs. Someone to come in my wife. My life. Smoke, brain freeze. Yeah, nearly. I carried on probably. Yeah. So there we are. Put the code out if anyone wants to come in and tell me what a useless specimen of human life I am. I welcome your opinion. Spreading the COVID around like the key worker that I consider myself. Yeah. Oh, so what's going on here then? This is weird. This is all new. So I've just redesigned all this roundabout. I see. Okay. It's all been redesigned, this. Okay. First time I've ever seen that. Okay. Mr. Bloody Slow Coach in front of me. Come on, mate. Yeah, I know it's new, but you don't have to do 20 miles an hour. Oh, and he's fucking pulling in front of me. Fuck off. Sorry. Whatever. Oh, Christ. We're going onto a motorway. Fucking put your foot down, you fucking arsehole. We're going onto a fucking motorway. Put your foot down. He's back there now. He's like, I'm coming onto a slip road for a motorway. Let's do 20. You're going to join the motorway doing 20, are you, mate? He's back. He's back there. He's like granddad. He's like, oh no, I can't put my foot down to come onto a motorway. Jesus, some mothers do have them. Right, let's get out. There we go. See, that's the trouble. See, I mean, people say like, I drive too fast. No, well, I might drive too fast, but there's a lot of people on the road who drive too slow. Right? And we're not talking about normal speeds. They slow everyone down because they are idiots and they can't drive properly. So it's like 60-mile-an-hour road. They're doing 30, and they've just got like a 2-mile tailback of traffic behind them. They're the people who cause more problems, I think. It's not the fast drivers, because the fast drivers go. It's these idiots who want to drive slow, can't commit, too afraid to pull out the junctions. It's all them sort of people, I think, cause the real problems, because they just call tailbacks and delays, and people don't know how to react to the way they're driving, because it's so abnormal. It's like these people are going so slow, everyone's like, oh, how do I get past them? What's going on? And that, you turn away, you look back, bang, somebody stopped in front of you, bang, there's an accident, because everyone's bunched up because of one idiot at the front. I think it's these idiots who can't actually drive at their set speed. Not speed, not over speed, the set speed. They can't drive at their set speed. It doesn't compute for them, I think they're the ones that cause the most problems, to be honest. It's like people in cars who want to do 50 down a motorway, or 50 or 60 on a 70 motorway, right? I mean, where do these people come from? Where do they come from? They've got a special farm, special genetic breeding facility for mutants, for radiation damaged mutants, and they let them out on the weekends. Where do these people come from? China says, hey, Lucifer. Lucifer. What's that? A lot of them could do with a mandatory retest every 20 years. I honestly think so. And the trouble is, a lot of them, their eyesight degenerates and they don't admit to it, and they can't bloody see, which is the reason they're going so slow. Is because they can't see. So driving slow because driving has become a panic because they literally cannot see things coming out of junctions and things. It's all just a big bloody blur, so they drive slowly. So it's a good indicator when you see somebody driving that slow. If you're a police officer, you see somebody driving that slow, you're like, excuse me, can you tell me what's written on that sign up there, sir? And then, it's like, right, now fuck them off the roads. Take their fucking licenses off them. You know what I mean? It's like, sorry, mate, if you can't see and you can't get corrected glasses, it's time for you to use public transport. But it doesn't happen. It's literally, in the UK, 9 times out of 10, it's the person has to report themselves for not being capable of driving. They pull me over. Oh, you have got your brake lights out, sir. Your brake lights out. But they don't stop Grandad doing freaking 30 down the motorway. Yeah. Oh no, he's allowed to do that. Nope, that's fine. He can do that. Of course, it tells you in the highway code. It's like considered like driving too slow is actually a problem. It is an offence. You can fail your test for hesitancy and driving too slow. You can fail your test, but once you pass your test, you can drive as slow as you fucking like. Excuse my language. But yeah, it's one of my pet hates, that. It's one of my pet hates. So, anyway. Bats have good eyesight, really. What, old bats? Old bats? Yeah. They do say that bats they can see, but they don't have night seeing. They use their ears, but they can actually see. Bats, their eyes work, but they just don't see specifically in the dark, But yeah. Oh, so right, 9:45. So in about half an hour, I'll probably have to finish because I'll be getting near my destination, so I have to make the phone calls and shit like that. And so yeah. So nobody's coming on then. Nobody's coming on for a chat. Right, I'm going to post the link one more time in case anybody's interested. I'll try not to rant too much. I am a bat, says Punches Couches. Alright, Baba. She doesn't like the heat in here. That's what she doesn't like. I mean, I have to keep the heat on for me, but she doesn't like it. So sometimes I will put my hat on, turn the heating down, but I can't have it too cold in here because my head will freeze. My head's a little bit cold on the top now, actually. So, yeah. I mean, you can see it. Oh, that's interesting. I'm looking at something that they were doing construction on. There we go. Right. There you go, see? There you go. Right. I'm looking at something. I'm looking at a monument, okay? It's a monument. Okay, so why do they need to be working on that during COVID? But there we are. They've taken down the scaffolding. See? Scaffolding on a monument is important. Working on a monument, just something that the public look at, is important, yeah? See, so they're not going to be told they can't go to work, yeah? No. That monument thing up there, no, we've got to do some work on that. That's very important. That cannot wait. That cannot wait. I'm afraid, no, that is too important. You see? Just bullshit like that. Apparently, planting trees. The council planting trees in Devizes. That's important. Oh yes, no, we can't delay this. Those trees need to be planted. In the COVID, we can't furlough these tree planters. We cannot furlough the tree planters. No. Tree planting, very important. Rollout of 5G. Yep, very important. Yep. we can't possibly delay the rollout of 5G. Even though everyone's phones will work on 4G. No. We couldn't possibly slow down the rollout of 5G. No. It's far too important. Far too important. Even though everything will still work with 4G. No. 5G is way too important. See, everything's important to these business people. Yeah. So why is it the police can turn around and say, well, they're okay, but you're not? Yeah. It's bullshit, isn't it? Councils get paid to plant a tree, so there we are. If we all die, how does it say? Oh, trees plant themselves. Yeah, that's true. Plant lives matter. Yeah, exactly. I think pretty soon we'll all have to move out to allow nature to come back into our homes and take over because animals probably have more rights than people soon. Yeah. There we go. So this is the world we live in. It's a strange world. And there we are. Look, Carling. See, there's a lorry there full of beer. But people need their beer, don't they? They need their beer. Is it essential? Do we really need beer? Yeah, we're all stuck in the house. We're bored. But do we need beer? Do we need it? Is it that essential? Well, apparently so. Yeah, apparently it is. You can't buy it in pubs. But it's essential to deliver it to supermarkets, So you see, those people are there working, spreading COVID around the UK, driving up and down in their lorries, meeting people, delivering stuff to supermarkets. Yeah, but is beer essential? Not really, but apparently it is. So it is. It's just I just find the hypocrisy with all this bloody COVID stuff amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then you get bloody dentists and doctors, they turn around and say, oh, you can't come into the surgery, and oh, you can't come into the dentist, and all this sort of stuff. Oh, we can't see you. Oh no, we can't see you. And yet, you've got them driving around in bloody toy vans and delivering toys to toy stores and beer to supermarkets and planting trees, rolling out 5G. Oh yeah, building cricket stadiums. Yeah, bollocks, complete bollocks. So they can kiss my AHZ, kiss my ass. Driving rants are the best. Yeah. Well, if I wasn't ranting to you in the screen here now, I'd just be doing it to myself. I'd just be going blah blah bastards, just shouting to myself. The dog's fed up at me because she knows I just bloody rant to myself sometimes. I just talk to myself. I'm like blah 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 bastards. Not continually, but I do vocalise. I practice what I would say to somebody if I met them. And if I saw somebody who was doing blah, 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 I would say this. And I practice. I bloody practice shouting and ranting in my car. Because then at least the neighbours can't hear me doing it now. Because it's kind of, nobody knows what you're doing. They assume you're talking on the phone to somebody. But there we go. Yeah. Things we do in our own space. I shout a lot as well. It's like if I get frustrated, I'll go like, you bloody blah blah. I shout because I can't really do that in the house because people would think I'm a mental patient. And yeah, probably be right in some respects, but but when you get in your car, you do, don't you? You just like somebody does something to you, you're like, okay, one car. Have a good old shout. Get it out of your system. Yeah, I'm a big believer in just, See, we've lost the ability. You're not allowed football matches. Not that I'm into football. You ain't got any football matches. You can't have a sing really loud in a pop concert. Yeah, and scream and shout and jump up and down. Yeah, all these things have been taken away from people. So yeah, it's like, where do you dump your emotions? Where do you put it all? Well, I get practice in my car, so. How does the lyrics go? I like driving in my car. It is not a Jaguar. True, it is not a Jaguar. Yeah. So what's going on now? Let it out. Still got no guests. No guests. Well, I'm sort of running out of things to say, considering I can't read your messages, so I can't totally react to what any of you are saying, unfortunately, because I don't have that secretarial connection to a person who will relay the messages. So I'm sorry. It's just another one of my diatribes, which probably have to be deleted because that's all it is. It's just me swearing a lot. So yeah, doesn't look good for the new people coming on the channel. They'd be like, "What's all this shit? Why does he swear so much? What's this? Who is this sweary, ranty man?" You know. So yeah, tried to delete some of those. But yeah, we'll do a special soon, which will shock you when it comes out. If you want to get a preview, if you want to get a little taster, as I said, go over to Urban Lad Yorkshire. Urban Lad Yorkshire. The live stream he did last night called something like "Where Am I Now?" It was a live. So it's like "Where Am I Now?" I think it's called. And if you check that out, you can see me go full pelt. It's a rant that I was really happy when I got it off my chest, because it's been bugging the shit out of me. And this is just phase one. This is like a warm-up practice rant for what's coming, because it's going to be a celebrity rant when it comes. We're going to have celebrity guests, and it's going to be a rant, a proper rant. So if you want to see the practice round, warm up, and you want to know what I'm not going to start talking about on here, because I'll lose the plot. I'll probably crash the car. If I go near that subject, driving the car, I'm probably going to lose all kind of care of what I'm doing on the road. So I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to broach that subject. But if you want to go and see it, I can pretty much guarantee it's going to get some of you like this. Okay? You're going to go, okay? So, if you fancy something, I'm going to get off in a minute. Oh, there's a guest there. Hang on. What the fuck can I hear the noise? It's Ryan. Sorry, I didn't realise it was there.
Hello.
Ryan!
Oh,
Ryan! Oh, why are you not coming out of my headphones? What the hell? Hang on. We put them back in my little headphone case, and then take them out, and then see if it'll start working, because I don't want to listen to you through my car stereo.
okay. This is currently what I'm dealing with outside my window.
I can't really see. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Two secs. I'm going to do this.
Alright.
Do that. There we are. Well, you're only coming out with 1 year, but it's better than no years. So.
You're frozen on my end.
Am I doing what?
Oh no, because for a second it was frozen, but yeah, that's what I'm dealing with outside my window, scaffolding and everything.
Scaffolding. You should get out there and have a climb around, man.
I will be later on when they leave.
Yeah.
Because it's right outside my window, so I think that's where I'm going to go. I'm just going to sneak out my window at like 11 o'clock midnight when my parents are asleep, just have a little climb out.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's only right, really. It's only right. somebody put scaffold up outside your house, it would be rude not to climb up and see what the view is like from your house. You know, I think it would be rude not to use it, but they were like,
Oh
you can't.
shit! I can actually climb onto the roof as well. Oh no, I can't because it's not high enough because it's only the fascia's getting done. That thing just there. Yeah, it's. If you guys don't know what the fascia is, it's just that bit here. Outside your window.
Isn't it funny how somebody can come and put scaffold up outside your house, and if you start to climb it, they go, hey, you can't climb that, and you go, my house, and they go, yeah, but it's our scaffolding. It's like, well, I tell you what, then fuck off with your scaffolding and fucking take it away then.
Do you know what's really funny? Funny? My neighbour who had hers done just 3 months, no, last year, right? She didn't have to have any of this crap put up, but we do.
Right.
And right, for instance, right, I have a tree outside, which I'll show you in a minute because I'm going to go outside for smoke. But right, for instance, there's a tree that my dad planted when they were trying to get the the fence around it so people can't come in to climb it. They were bloody bashing the tree. They were fucking snapped a branch off of the motherfucking tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as soon as I saw that, I was ready to get outside, but I was like, okay, no, I can't, because I would have gone ballistic. But mate, I'm still fuming now. Seriously. But I've kept my cool, which I'm pretty happy about how myself doing.
I mean, at least if it's just a twig or a branch, you know, it'll grow back, but...
Yeah, but it's a bit of a shame. But, oh well.
I know people don't realise the sentimental value of these things. Sometimes they go, "Oh, it's just a tree, isn't it?"
They really don't. They really don't.
Get the chainsaw out. They're like, "Oh, we need to cut this down because reasons." And it's like, piss off.
Like, what is it? One night when I was having a hang outside my front door, what is it? I saw that a couple of people were playing football on the field, which is just over there outside my house, like, for instance. Right, and then I noticed that my football has gone missing. Now, bearing in mind, there's no wind outside whatsoever, and this football is signed by Gary Lineker, Peters Beardsley.
Right, but you shouldn't leave that outside then if it's that valuable.
Yeah, I know, but because it gets so muddy outside on that field, I have to leave it outside. But what I do is I put it on a bush. And do you know what the funny thing is as well? At the time, we had a gate.
Right.
We had fences around our property, but because apparently a 2-foot fence is too high, 2 feet. No, it's not, it's 3 feet, isn't it? So 3 feet's the limit outside your front lawn. It's just ridiculous. But
so who complained about that then? Your neighbours?
Yeah, but our neighbours are such arseholes, honestly. Like, what is it? If I'm on my Xbox at 10 p.m, 10 o'clock, now bear in mind, daily noise is between 7 a.m. and 10 or 11 p.m, isn't it?
I don't know.
So round about then. No, sorry, it's 7 a.m. to 11 p.m, right? 10 o'clock. If I'm on my Xbox with my mates, all I hear is this. Like that. All I hear.
I tell you what, if somebody started banging on my wall like that, I'd be banging on their face.
I can't, it's a woman, so I can't. If it was a male, I would be. I'd show them why they don't do that. But
I believe in equal opportunities. If they've got the gob, right, they can have it. You know, just pin them up against the wall and be like, if I hear from you again, there's going to be fucking problems.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm not really like that, honestly, folks. But if somebody was telling me like, nah, you can't have noise, and they're like, you know, and the thing is, I've had some right hypocritical bastards, like, you know, people with their kids, you know, and they're doing work in a house, and it's like from like 7 in the morning, it's like, and then it's like, mummy, no, it's like all fucking day. And then I said to one of them, I said, oh, I was thinking of getting like one of these air conditioning units, like, you know, for my bedroom, because I'm always doing editing and it's just really hot. So it'd be one of these ones that's quiet. It'll just be like a fan. She goes, well, I hope it's not going to be loud because I just complained to the council about it, and that's what I work for. And noise pollution is a real thing. And I felt like saying, oi, come here a bit closer because I need to nut you in the face. Yeah.
So I just had to get rid of my house number.
All right. And it's like, you know, oi, don't tell me that I can't have a noise like that, because ultimately they've got central heating, right? And continuously 24/7 that thing's going boo and firing out like steam, yeah? And that's the same amount of noise. That's the same amount of noise that an air conditioner would be. But it's all right for them to be firing out there, you know, because they're rich, you know, and they got loads of money and just centrally heating, just boom, heating the whole house like a continual noise. But me saying I was going to have something that might be there to like, you know, just to cool my one room down, and they're going, I might have to think about that. And it's like, really? And they wonder why people
those people would not survive in America, because you've got air conditioning units everywhere.
Yeah.
And what is it? The ones that you have hanging out of your windows there, the amount of noise they make, they go 24/7.
They are noisy. The bigger ones are actually, they work slower because they're bigger, so they work slower, so they make less noise. And that would have been the type I got, because I wouldn't want anything noisy. Ugh. You know, what's the point in having that? It's like, you know, I don't want to have a bloody, like a diesel engine sat on my bloody windowsill, you know, it's like, no. But yeah, they were like, and I'm like, Jesus. And the thing is, I've lived there for 9 years. They've lived there for 2-3 years, and they're telling me the way it's going to be. Fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just cheeky motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
That's well cheeky. That's not right. That's
and I just, you know, and I just like, cheeky. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like this. I'm like,
Sorry about that, everyone.
Like, you know, I'm just smiling, thinking, no, don't say anything, man, because if you start saying something, you're gonna say a lot. So don't.
Oh yeah, as soon as someone starts a rant with me, I will definitely have the last word. I don't care if they're ranting with me for a minute or 10 hours. I'll win.
No, the thing is, I don't want to get confrontational with my neighbours, because, you know, I'm with them every day. And the thing is, with me, when things wind me up to that level, and I'm having to, it's constantly being reminded to me, I have to cut it off, because I'll end up doing something frigging stupid if I'm not careful, you know. So that's why I just, you know, best out of sight, out of mind. You know, if I can keep people like that close to me, friendly, I'd rather have it. It's different with the idiots who try attacking me and winding me up online, because out of sight, out of mind. But if they were standing in front of me trying to wind me up, it wouldn't go down very well. You know?
But what is it? I was on the verge of booting someone in the face yesterday, because obviously, as you can see, we don't have that much snow anymore, but it was proper like 3 or 4 inches yesterday. So I decided to ask my cousin. Obviously, I didn't let him in because obviously we're in a pandemic, we're still in lockdown. So I asked my cousin, who's I called up my auntie who lives in Southampton to ask if my cousin wanted to come up to where I live to make a snowman. So he made a snowman out on the field, and then when I go out for a little walk, I noticed these 2 kids, well, probably not much younger than me, probably 16 probably, went up to it, booted it in the face, knocked it down. So I just went up to them and I said, "Oi, how would you like it if I boot you in your face right now? My 8-year-old cousin's just spent 2 hours making that fucking thing."
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, mate. Honestly, but as per usual, they were off their bike. They were running for their life, because I was fuming. I was like this: "You want me to boot you in your face?" All my
you know,
neighbours came out to make sure I was fine.
yeah,
But-
it's like, you know, they were probably like the types who go into an abandoned building and be like, oh, look, windows, let's throw things through them, smash, 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 boosh, 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 because it's fun. You know what I mean? It's not. It's just destructive. And these sorts of people, you know, it's like, you know, the people I was talking about last night on the live stream, people who tried to wind me up. That's what they do. They don't just get destructive with a snowman; they get destructive with people around them.
I know. See, that's the thing that I don't understand. Like, yeah, I'm not actually particularly that old. Yeah, I'm still classed as a millennial. But because I was born between 2000 and 2003. But back in 2003, weren't like that, where people go around punching people in the faces and that. Yeah, it could happen some places, but not as much as it does now in England.
It takes a lot for me to kick off. I'm usually fairly able to control it, but I will shout at people and I'll grab them, and sometimes I've pushed them, and it's like, mate, you know, you are pushing my buttons right now.
Yeah, no.
And if I,
The only time,
you know,
when I start using self-defense, see, I'm very, 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 very discreet about it, and I will say this, but if I'm going to punch someone, so if I do this, I'm not going to punch them, but if I do this, if I stick my tongue out like this, like that, I'm about to punch them. So if I go, yeah, that's it for them. So if I stick my tongue out, it's a boost. But
yeah.
It's bloody door.
Oh, I've wound people up sometimes, you know, to the point where they've started like punching me, and it's like, and I'm like, yeah, got any more? Because I'm just about to ring the police now, you prick. And I've just got a police call. It's like they've been taken away, arrested, and fucking caution. And the thing is, it's like, you know, so I can control myself, but the thing is,
Yeah,
like,
well,
when I've kicked off, I've ended up going round places and smashing them up with, you know, and it's like, so I don't really want to be in that headspace, you know, because it's not good.
When I was in Bondi Beach with my mum in 2016, I was only 12 at the time because we went in the summertime, so January 2016. This guy started taking pictures of my mum. So bearing in mind, I'm only 12. This guy's like 30. And I just went up to him, boom, straight in the face, knocked him out, clean. Well,
I didn't hear the last 20 seconds of that. It was all distorted. Go on.
you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you saw this guy, and then something happened. Go on.
So my mum and I were in Sydney, Australia, in 2016 in January. Obviously, January at summertime. I was 12, and this guy, when we were on the beach, he started taking photos of my mum.
Right. Oh shit.
Yeah. So at 12 years old, yeah, this guy's probably about 30, 31 years old. So I just go up to him and I tap him on the shoulder. And bearing in mind I'm 12 and this guy's this age, I just go to him and just go, boom, knock him out clean.
Yeah.
So
I try not to use violence if I can. I used to be a bit more violent. I used to be a bit more violent years ago, and I try to hold back on it now because I realise it has more goes wrong for you than the other people.
Yeah.
But if somebody's been a prick to me, I'll quite happily wind them up to the point where they'll hit me, and I'll just fucking call the police on them then and be like, you know. So I've got that much control. I've got that much fucking control. But it's like, if you want to be all like, it'd be like, come on then, mate, come on then, you want to do something, do you? And it'd be like, bang, and it'd be like, right, police, thank you very much for that. I don't mind a nice shiner because you're going to the fucking cells. Fuck you.
Yeah. Well, what is it in Winchester? I was all my friend and I were doing. We were sat down eating our McDonald's, having a fag with each other, right? This was before number one. This was in February, sorry, last year. We sat down eating McDonald's, having a fag, and this random guy comes up to my mate, punches him square in the jaw, goes about here, and then what is it? He turns, I stand up, he punches me 21 times in the face. I'm just stood there like, hey, I'm still standing here, bitch. Punched me 20 times.
So what happened to him then?
Well, my mate just called the police and we ended up going to court with it, and boom. He
Yeah.
had to pay us £1,000.
Well, that's the thing, you know. These people are quite fucking stupid because, you know, like, you know, if I was these days, if I was going to do something to somebody, I wouldn't be doing it in a way where it's like, hello, this is me, my face. Would you like my name and address? Because I'm just about to break the law. I'm just about to break the law. But a lot of people are that fucking stupid. They come up to you like, eh. It's like, go on then. Go on then. Oh, yeah. And it's like, and then they go bang. And it's like, thank you very much for giving me playing right into it. Thank you.
Yes, it's like, thank you very much for incriminating yourself and making you pretty much go to jail now. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Mr. Yeah, it's like, well done, Mr. No Brain Cells, isn't it?
Yeah. But like I said, there are limits. There are limits to what I will put up with. So, you know, I wouldn't be coming round my house if I were you, because I think one of us is going to end up with a murder charge. So, yeah. And I won't just be making sure they're dead. I'll be putting their fucking head on a spike.
Ow!
Yeah. I might stick it on my extendable antenna pole and put it up 150 feet in the air.
Well, everyone in the chat, I think the lesson that we've learned today is do not go to Matt's house.
Don't be coming to my house in the middle of the night thinking you're going to give me shit, because I am well prepared, and it will be murder.
See, that people keep on asking me, "Oh, Ryan, do you reckon World War III is going to happen?" And I'm just like, "You think that we're not already in it?"
Yeah. But I'd rather avoid these situations. The thing is, though, that's crossing the line. As far as I'm concerned, that's well crossing the fucking line. You know?
Yeah, I had every right to. I had every right to in December to knock this guy out. This well, apparently he's a fan. You ain't no fan to go up to someone's house, start taking photos of them across the field, house, trying to get a photo. What I said to him as soon as he got a photo, I said, "Listen here, mate. Get that phone out. I'll knock your hands. I will go inside my house, turn off the cameras inside."
You've broken
That's
up.
my limit.
Yeah, you're broken up to crazy broken up at the moment, mate. It's just sitting very far away from the mic, and it's just not getting enough volume, I don't think, to actually.
Is that better?
It is, yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. It's nice and clear now. The trouble is, it's a bit like that, and you kind of got to piece together what you're saying. But yeah, that's cool now.
Yeah, no, brilliant. Is that still okay?
That is okay. Yeah.
Brilliant.
I mean, apart from the people that wind us up and want to goad us into doing something that we really don't want to do, right? Yes, we really don't want to do those things, but ultimately, you know.
Sorry, Matt. I just got a knock on the door. I've got to go for a second.
Okay. So there we are, folks. Like I said, yeah. Like I said, you know, I mean, you know, there's a lot of people over the years who have, you know, they say a big red button and they go push, 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 and you go, don't be doing that, and they're like push, 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 and it's like fucking they just love to try it on and push, 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 and you know, I think overall, generally, I'm able to carry my myself off in such a way that it usually doesn't come out very well for them if they try that shit on. And we've got a couple of recent classic examples. And yeah,
it wasn't a knock on the door. It was them putting the scaffolding up.
Ah, right, yeah.
I know. Well, what is it? I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to start until what time? Like 9 o'clock, isn't it?
Sometimes. I don't know.
No, because this morning, because I did the overnight shift, because where I work, it's a 24-hour place. Even though there's a lockdown, they're still allowed to open 24 hours. So I got in at 6:15. Got to see probably about 6:30, 7:15. Then at 8:30, all I heard was bang, bang, bang. Oh no, you need to put this here and that. I'm just I got to go back to work at 4.
Oh God, every bloody 10-15 minutes or less. I mean, I'm just getting like complete spray on my windscreen of my car. I'm going to stop and I'm going to chuck the water on it, but oh well.
Yeah, no.
So I'm
how much more driving do you have to do today then? Much more?
I'm not exactly sure actually. It's a good point because I think maybe about 30 minutes, but I do need to be sort of starting to make contact with the person at the other end, really.
Yeah, so, no, I'll probably because what my Wi-Fi does is the Wi-Fi here is so crap. So once a week it will like corrupt. So I can watch YouTube on my phone, but I can't watch it on my laptop. And then also I can't like use my YouTube channel. I can't upload videos. I can't go live. I can't even watch my own videos if I wanted to. So I'm using my data at the moment. So probably another 4 or 5 more minutes, then I'll have to head off anyway, mate.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably about that sort of time, really, for me. But let's.
Yeah, no, of course. You got other things to be doing. And...
yeah, man. Okay, well, let's not talk about war stories. Because, like I say, I mean, I've got a really big fucking temper on me, but I tried to direct that temper into using my brain to deal with pricks rather than my fists. But
yes.
But there we are.
No, man, I'm just going on.
Don't poke a bear. Yep. Okay, then, mate. Well, nice to speak to you, and we shall speak to you again. If you fancy a giggle, right? Urban Lad Yorkshire.
Yes, of course I do.
Yeah, well, check out his live stream from last night. If you don't want to watch it all, fast forward to the bit where I come on, because I was on Alex's stream, so sorry about that. I would have joined. Did you see some of it last night? Yeah, I saw a little bit of it when you were going on about not calling you and everything. Yeah. But yeah. Right. Well, I'll jump off, mate. Thanks for having me on, and stay safe, Matt, and then stay safe in the chat. Catch you later. Bye. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Cheers, mate. Right then, folks. So I'm going to go make contact with my good friend. We're going to go and do some explores. And, well, it's a nice day. I mean, it's clear. No rain. Nice clear skies for drone work. It's going to look lovely. Dog can come with us because a lot of these places I picked them specifically so that we could walk around them and probably get the dog in. So that means the dog can come for a walk whilst we explore. So win-win. Win-win, hopefully. Yeah, so it's going to be a nice day. It's going to be a nice old day. And if anyone says anything, my mate is working for me as a camera assistant. So fuck up if they can't take a joke. Or as they sometimes say, fuck up if they can't take my cock up their arse. Fuck up. I didn't say that, by the way. Sorry. Right, this stream's being deleted, so make the most of it. All the best. So yeah, B says it's a lovely crisp day. Have a lovely time. I will try my best. So thank you very much, folks. And there's 139 of you. I think we peaked out at about 170 something. So not bad, not bad. I will try and delete this a bit later on when I get a chance. But for now, I'll let a few more people have a look at it. But okay, we shall catch you soon. And don't do what I do or what the hell is that? Why have I never seen that before? What the hell is that? Where the hell am I? I've never seen that before. Jesus, have I just not been looking in the right place? I've got to put a pin on the map. I've just seen something really bizarre. I've just driven past something that looks like a castle I've never noticed before. Oh well, here we go. Life as an urbexer. Hang on, I'm going to pull into this parking thing and get a pin on the map. Right, we should catch you later, folks. Life on the Urbex Trail. Don't let the COVID get you down. All the best. Catch you later.